Welcome back to my Miata series. To start this episode off, I am installing the steering extender from 949 Racing. I bought this part used, so it's a little worn in already. There are bolts on either side of the airbag holding it to the steering wheel that need to be removed. Then there are a few clips to undo and the nut holding the wheel to the column. There were no instructions with this piece, so I assembled it how I best thought it went together. I then put the steering wheel and airbag back on. This is before with my feet on the pedals. With the seat far enough back to fit my legs, I can't properly reach the steering wheel. With the extender installed, it brings the steering wheel out to a proper distance. After this, I was able to move the seat forward a few clicks and then recline the seat back further to lower my head in the car and make the driving position more comfortable. Next up, I'm replacing the fuel door. The one this car came with was chrome and it's not really my style. None of the blazing yellow cars came with a body color fuel door, but I found this one on eBay. It was originally green and the outside of it was repainted. The color isn't a perfect match, but it doesn't look as bad in person as it does on video. Now it's time to do some rearranging in the engine bay. My plan is to swap the coolant reservoir to the other side of the engine bay and make a 949 Racing style intake. Here are the pieces I'm using to make the air intake. A silicone coupler, K&N filter, and aluminum U-bend. The filter came with one hole in it, and I added another to put the intake air temp sensor and crankcase vent line into it. Then I used some pieces of aluminum to mount the reservoir to existing threaded holes in the engine bay. After that, I removed the factory ECU to install this MS3PRO plug-and-play. I found this used and it was too good of a deal to pass up. I also picked up this Innovate LC2 Wideband O2 sensor to go with it. I wired the wideband controller to the ECU, ran a vacuum line to it, and plugged in this serial to USB adapter. Here is everything mounted up under the dash. After that, I replaced the narrowband O2 sensor with the wideband sensor. With all modifications, make sure you're doing your maintenance as well. I replaced the fuel filter before contacting a tuner to remap the ECU. I was able to get the clips undone with just a couple of picks, but it took a while and I recommend just buying the proper fuel line disconnect tool. That's all for this episode. Thanks for watching.